He's
Cold Cuts
back.
fans, you're not
He's
going to believe who
back.
we got back on the podcast. It is the man, the myth, the legend, probably the reason you found us in the first place, Vaush.
Baby
Yeah,
Bubba.
me
Baby
and
Bubba.
maybe somewhere between 1/3 and 2/5 of the normal number of brain cells that I have. Hello.
Nice. All
That's
right, we
gang.
got you subdued now. I'll finally be able to understand the conversation when you start talking about shit.
You
You're like,
follow. You
you're like,
follow.
yeah,
Don't be modest.
Yeah, no, no. And
people's
also,
girlfriends should be communal. Yeah, no one
we don't
should
even.
no monogamy.
I feel like when we're on podcasts, we never even get into like any typical like political.
Well, I'm ready to
banter
tonight.
or anything.
I'm
Is that what we're doing
angsty. I
tonight?
had a bad
Oh,
dream.
Jesus
I got
Christ.
dumped in my dream again, and for some reason, my
Oh,
ex
fun.
left me with 1,000 Skyrim cabbages that I had to care for.
Oh.
It was terrible,
Ah,
dude.
I
It was
see.
the
It was a
worst.
Skyrim divorce
Interesting.
then.
But yeah,
Uh,
I'm ready to get a little. I'm ready to get into it with Vaush, bro. This is funny. I totally forgot to. I was gonna mention this before we started recording.
Fucking hate it when the White Run family court leaves her with all the cabbages and all the cheese.
It's bullshit. They're biased. They're biased. Them and their
Yeah.
Talos worship.
That's right.
But dude, I was talking to my one ex from high school. Huge jugs, bro. First of all, this chick used to not have jugs. Now they're. I don't know what's good, dude. We need to.
What
we need
happened?
to stop women because there is something going on here, bro. Her jugs have
Been
tripled
saying
in
this for a
size.
while.
It's
Amazing.
crazy. But I was like, "Yo, we got Vaush coming on tomorrow," and she was like, "I thought you were done hanging out with alt-right, far-right fucking scumbags."
Yeah, what
But
the
dude,
fuck?
she's this isn't a chick who just knows your name, bro. She's very familiar with you and is convinced you're far right. And I just started dying because I'm like,
How
to
does
me,
that
I mean,
happen? It's
I know,
true,
dude.
though.
To me, you're like, he's Mr. Lefty. What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Seriously.
She was like, yeah, and then she was like, well, if he's lefty, what's that make me? And in my head, I was like, fucking crazy, because she's like, it's one of those lefties that's like, you're just too crazy.
A lot of the people who fucking hate me have me blocked, of course. I don't really block that many people.
Base.
But it means that whenever I go trending and I click on my own tab, because like if I go trending, like I want to see, is anything interesting happening? It's usually people jerking me off. But I recently did that on an incog tab, and holy shit, people fucking hate me. I get that reminder every once in a while.
But
I
why?
have such
I've
a
never understood
disproportionate.
that.
Dude,
It's
I
like-
really think it just comes from people misreading or willfully misinterpreting your whole cringe argument that you did with the whole like child porn. Maybe there's ethical child porn. I know ethical
No,
child
that
porn
was Destiny.
That's
yeah,
Destiny.
that was it.
Yeah.
With me, it was comparing it to child slave labor.
Dude, that's so funny because there's dudes who like
just the thing that made the left hate me was actually when I said that we should vote for Biden over like abstaining our vote entirely. It was the burn your bus thing. That was it seems so trivial, right? Because there's like a million other things that I get accused of, but that was actually the thing that led to the shift in people's perceptions of me, which is pretty dumb. And
that's
it's
a
so
fair
benign.
reason. That's a fair reason to hate you though, because dude, we could have been chilling with. We could have had Trump for 4 more years,
That would
baby.
have been
We could have had
insane.
could have
meme
had based
material.
America. Yeah, true.
I know you ruined it, Bosh.
On one
Biden's
hand,
pretty funny though.
he is funny. I mean, I
Kind
don't
of,
think
kind
we don't
of.
get the same caliber of tears as the ones that we were getting during the Trump presidency, but like the memes, I don't know. It feels so long ago now. It's weird to think that like it really has only, what has it been, 3 years since the Trump presidency? But
Okay,
like,
listen, okay, how about this? Okay, it's the trade-off. It's delayed gratification because we may have gotten Biden, but the fact that Trump didn't win a second term means he gets to run for a second term now, and that means we get a primary between him and DeSantis, and that primary is going to be a fucking shit show. Donald Trump's already making like little dick jokes about Ron DeSantis. We're like waiting for the rebuttal from him. It's going to be fucking fantastic. I cannot wait for the Republican primaries.
Dude, I'm ready for him to whip out like, look at gay ass Ron, like some crazy nickname. I'm so ready for him. Or he already has one, Meatball.
Meatball Ron DeSantis.
Okay, dude.
Little D, yeah.
Little D. Dude, that man is like, I hate so much. Sorry, Harris. I'm going to be trampling you this episode because I am livid. I'm in a bad mood. For those at home keeping track of my mental health, there is a 7-Eleven pizza box in my laundry, which means I am not having a good fucking time, bro. My voice just cracked. I'm not having a good time. But dude, any man, because he's like what? He's 5'7", 5'8".
Mm-hmm.
Any dude that size. They posted hundreds of pictures. Every time this man goes out, he's wearing those fucking platform boots. Be proud of your size, bro. I'm so sick of this fucking heightism, revisionism. Like, Those little booties,
it's been a long time since a president under like 5'11" has won. I think almost always it's the taller guy who wins.
Always a 6 foot tall dude. Yeah, we like big boys.
Yeah,
people
I think
need to start.
Biden's like 6 foot. I think Donald Trump's 6'2".
That's crazy. I didn't realize
who was that loser who was like 3'4"?
What?
He was in the wheelchair.
Fucking
that shortened him a little bit. Yeah, what a bitch, dude.
Wait, what's that guy's name out of Jersey who was dressed? He looked like a Pawn Star, and he was like getting a lot of coverage because he dresses like in basketball shorts.
You're talking about the Gabagool guy who had a stroke.
Yeah. Oh God. Fetterman. John Fetterman.
Yeah. What happened to him?
My cousin has been posting memes of him where it's like Fetterman's head, and it's just like bing bong boom boom boom, like him just talking.
What does that mean,
dude? Seeing my cousin unironically post memes like that it brings me so much joy, dude. It's so good.
I think
so ridiculous.
I think Fetterman's like fucking going through it right now. We stand a enormously large, like depressive, heart fat clogged senator. You know,
this is like he's not making it through, bro. He's a poser,
it's proletarian.
Though. You don't think he's a bit of a poser?
Poser how?
From my understanding, this dude dresses like he's me, yet he went to Harvard. I didn't fucking go to. I earned the right to wear sweatpants and t-shirts. This guy did not.
No, I think he's a class traitor in our favor. I think he went to Harvard and he realized that the sweatshirt shorts lifestyle was for him, and he's sticking with it authentically. I don't think
he's doing a little recon. You're saying
because he's been doing this for like decades. Like he was like a mayor. I mean, he's been like this consistently for a long time. If anything, I'm betrayed that he wore a suit when he went to the Senate. You know, I wanted him to wear the hoodie.
I thought he didn't wear a suit.
He did. Yeah.
Okay.
But even when he went to what the suit that he was wearing, that I saw that picture and it looked like he had just picked it up from like the Men's Warehouse, and
it looked like shit. Yeah, it looked like absolute shit.
I like that. I think we've been talking about this on an episode. We need to bring back NBA 2000s fashion where it's
for sure. Yeah, that like oversized suit. Yeah,
your suit is eating you. It's like, it's just so ill fitting and it looks so baller.
It's like a bed cloth that you brought with you. You just like wrap the sheet when you got out of bed. And
literally,
dude, I love that.
It's like if you compare NBA now to NBA literally in the early 2000s, the shit they're wearing now, it looks good. I mean, you look fancy, fucking LeBron and all those people, but it literally looks like it's been painted onto their body. With how good fitting it is.
Well, also the problem is that like athletes shouldn't be like fancy pants rich boy fashionistas. No. They need to look like lumbering hulks that are that some like terrified intern had to like apply formal wear to them, you know.
Yeah.
You're saying Fetterman's on the wrong court. He's in the court of law. He should be on the court shooting hoops.
He's huge. Yeah, for sure. Can you imagine getting knocked over by that guy? Like he might die, you know.
Yeah.
Dude, I respect him so much because all the right wing was like, whenever I say right wing, I'm obviously talking about a select group of far right who were like, his wife is so trashy. I hate his wife. She dresses like a whore. Based. Dude, if I had a hot little Italian bitch dressing up in those fucking Jimmy Choos and fucking fancy I would be like, dude, you have to listen to every fucking law I make. I'm the fucking man, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's like the only senator out there with his partner next to him. He's just got like this bad bitch with like the really done up eyebrows and shit and the long nails, and he's just sitting there like a fucking fat blob.
Caveman.
Yeah.
Here's the reason, though. If every senator had their actual sex interest next to them, 90% of these guys would take the stage with a twink that was 18 years old.
It would all
guarantee it.
Twinks or trans women, yeah.
Always, dude. Yeah. Dude, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. You know what? I'm trying to, let me just turn the Zach crank down because we have a cool guest on. Harris has fun shit to say. I'm not. I gotta tone it down, bro.
That's all right. You keep it crank,
bro. I'm done. I'm losing my mind right now.
I just saw another like story posted, but I mean, it's like add it to the fucking list of like 1,000 Republican senators that were caught like DMing a femboy or something.
Yeah, he wasn't DMing them. He was commenting on the dude's Instagram and was like, nice buns, kid.
Was that the governor or the lieutenant? That was the lieutenant governor, right?
Whatever it is, I support the man. Let him.
It's always the same story, though. It's always the same story. Like, how many of these guys are like, they're not even deeply closeted. They're like basically peeking out of the closet.
Bro. You are like if I walked onto the street and I saw Vaush and he's just choking down a dude's fat cock, I wouldn't be like, that's gay. When I see these dudes who are like, we must kill gay people, and then behind closed doors they're getting fucked in the ass, it's like, dude, I'm gonna call you the F slur, bro. That's gayer than actually sucking cock in public.
Because being closeted and being bad at it is quintessentially gay. Being out and gay is less gay than being closeted and gay. And you could tell with the lieutenant governor or whoever who was posting Insta, I thought it was really funny because you had like the intergenerational gap for the definition of twink. Because nowadays when you see twink and femboy have blurred together. Like twinks nowadays when you see people talk about it are like totally hairless. Like people make jokes about like twink trans women, which is like, no, like I remember twinks used to have hair and they used to be built, and this guy was like he didn't
that's
look
a twunk
anything.
Vosh, that's a twunk.
Well, but it's, I feel like it's shifting now as more and more people are chucking estrogen. I feel like the bar is getting more feminine for like the twink line, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
Unfair twink standards is what you're saying.
See,
this is what you should be talking about on your stream. Yeah, unrealistic twink standards.
No, like almost unironically, yes.
Dude, I just get so heated. Sorry, Harris, again, as I cut you off.
That's all right.
I've ranted about this in the pod before, but I'm so fucking sick of the amount of dudes in high places. Fuck, not even politicians. I'm talking rappers and athletes who chug trans cock behind closed doors, but don't
want to admit it.
It's like, dude, that's gay. That is gay. Like sucking cock behind, like that is what you're doing now is gay. But I don't know. I've mentioned it before, but like, fucking the Panthers entire team runs trains on trans girls, from my understanding. 21 Savage, really big into trans chicks, despite acting like he's not. Fucking Travis Scott, all these dudes, bro, all these fucking dudes, and it's like, sorry, you know what? I didn't crank myself lower enough.
No, it's okay.
Let me turn that down a little.
Reset the timer to 4 minutes before we thirst post over trans women again. It is true though. A sought after commodity. Half of the anti-trans like genocide arc right now from the far right is just that these like politicians want to keep the supply low to keep the value high. You know, they're just mad everyone has trans GFs now, but they want to be like the one guy that they know with a bang trans GF.
They're saying, I'm crashing this entire trans girl economy.
Yeah, they're basically
fucking this whole thing up.
They're pulling a gold member. They're nuking the Fort Knox of trans women.
That is so crazy.
So their reserve of trans women is more valuable.
I'm gonna feel less special. Sorry, Harris. You.
Did you feel
7 times in a row?
No. Did you feel like you had to kind of swing back into some political, or should I say like culture war talk on your streams recently, because like there's just a lot been going on? Or did you feel like your audience, because I know there was a period of time, honestly, as recently as a few months ago, that you had, it seemed like when I was watching your streams, they were like very chill. Like you would be playing Minecraft or hanging out or playing video games. And now it seems like there's been a sort of a bounce back into like political talk. Did you feel like that was just natural, or did you feel like you needed to return back to like the old Vaush kind of, or what was, or were you not conscious of it?
The politics is always there. It's more like, I mean, like obviously a lot of it is like algorithmic, right? If something's like really big going on at the moment, then it's much easier to justify spending a lot of time talking about it. But also, I'm more interested when I feel like I'm not repeating the same shit over and over. The problem with a lot of these topics, the problem with like politics in general as a subject of discussion is like, holy shit, you know, you can only be right so many times in some issues. And that's not being conceited. It's just like sometimes the stuff's really obvious. Imagine how boring it would be to do like, you know, 6 days a week streaming, and your main thing is like, I'm going to disprove climate change deniers. And not to say that's wrong.
Impossible.
Like, it's like, I mean, it's not to say like it's not valuable work. It's just like, holy shit, you're repeating the same stuff over and over. At least now, with regards to the fucking trans genocide culture war talking points, like some new horrible thing is happening every 6 hours. So, you know, it's,
I know, yeah,
it kind of demands attention.
It's gotten really like obvious and bad recently for some reason. I don't know. All I am seeing on Twitter these days is some fucking like transphobic law getting passed or some crazy shit. Like I don't know why. I know it's all, I'm sure obviously I'm not trans, so I'm not in the loop of everything that's happening, but it really feels like there's been like a huge fucking hike in like hate crimes and hateful rhetoric and shit
Yeah,
online. I
hate
don't know
crimes are way
why.
up. We're not even like we're like a quarter of the way through the year, and I think we're already we're at something like 400 state laws that have been proposed that in some way curtail the rights of trans people. And I think it was like 250 for all of 2022, so it's like exponentially going up. It's pretty unfortunate. It's like an electoral strategy.
I'm about to start fighting back, bro. I'm gonna fly to Japan with a gun.
Oh,
I'm
God.
gonna find.
What's over there?
I'm gonna find Miyazaki, and I'm gonna say, "You will release Bloodborne as an HD game for my trans sisters."
Oh shit.
Ah.
Because they love
That's good.
Bloodborne. They love Bloodborne, bro. That's like catnip to trans chicks, and I'm making it fucking happen. Sorry, I interrupted an actual conversation with a terrible.
No,
that wasn't
that
even
would be
funny. Please continue.
No, it's
I thought
accurate.
it was a huge dub for the community. To be honest, it's like electoral consolidation. I've been, not to like ramble or whatever, but I've been talking more and more lately about, reactionary movements have periods of expansion and consolidation. And during the expansion period, which we got back during the first Trump presidency, they're all civility politics. They're all reasonable. Come on my show. Let's debate this issue. Tucker Carlson had contrary guests on practically every week. Like they make an effort to go, we can do this reaching out. Trump held up the LGBT flag, LGBT
upside down, right?
Upside down, right? Because it was written upside down. So like whatever idiot wrote that on. But like we're not in that now. Like right now, Daily Wire people are literally just saying like, no, we need an eradication of transgenderism. Like we literally need to roll it back. Michael Knowles recently, and by recently I mean yesterday, was talking about how we need to undo the past 70 years of left civil right victories, which would kind of implies he wants to undo the Civil Rights Act.
Gay marriage and shit.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, like all the way back.
Oh, you think he wants like no fucking black shit?
Yeah, the revocation of the Civil Rights Act has been kind of like an implicitly supported conservative point for a while, because they do let's leave it to the states. Like, we promote free enterprise. Why should the federal government tell business owners whether or not they can make bad business decisions by not serving black people? The obvious point being like, okay, well, if you make it state law, then we just get the Jim Crow issue again, where like all the more southern states will go like, well, we don't need this law. Like, we'll let the patrons decide. If you don't like this racist shop owner, then you can just not shop there. And well, I mean, we've seen this before, right? But they also, they already revoked Roe v. Wade and contraception as well. They're going after that, making contraception illegal,
which is retarded, bro. I mean, like,
yeah, what is it? Like, what?
Do you not remember what it was like?
We're working on it right now. It's currently happening. It's not like a implicit thing. Like they're currently working on doing.
Although, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I used condoms once in my life, like in high school. I've just been pulling out since. Like, if you time it right,
retard.
If you time it right, dude. The fact I have not impregnated a woman, to my knowledge, okay, I'm just saying this now because someone's gonna find out.
There's a baby YOLO out there.
There is a baby YOLO. Someone's gonna find out. But to the fact I haven't impregnated a woman just by pulling out, mind blowing, bro. Absolutely
unbelievable,
mind blowing. But that's dude. Are they actually coming after conscious? You're not.
No, yeah.
Wait, you're talking about the pill though. They're not coming after like condoms and shit.
Well, initially it's the pill. So that one's pretty clear. Clarence Thomas, in the revocation of Roe v. Wade, they talked about how they wanted to look back at and reevaluate some other Supreme Court precedents, including the one which determined a federal guarantee to the right to access contraception. Once you get rid of that, it's all up on the books for banning contraception. We already know that they've been trying to do the whole, if your Walgreens the pharmacist doesn't believe in you getting to fuck, they don't have to fill your prescription for birth control bullshit. Like that's been going on for a while. And there was actually leaked audio recently between, I think there were state legislators in I don't know, Oklahoma, just some red state, I don't remember the state, but it was them talking with an anti-abortion advocacy group, like one of those PACs, and in the audio they were talking about how, okay, like we're doing the abortion thing right now, give it a couple years, then we'll go after contraception, like piece by piece. So yeah, we're probably going to be dealing with that within a year and a half or so, if the timeline stays consistent, I guess.
Dude, I am kind of wondering, like, what happened to Ben Shapiro? Why did it feel like he's been phased out of like the conversation and I felt like was the poster boy for this just like we will now debate and use logic and reason to like swipe down.
My
And
parents
now
love him, bro.
we do, but it's like we don't even hear from him anymore. You have Matt Walsh shitting his pants and vomiting hate speech online, and you have Jordan Peterson who is like barred out, saying like completely like,
dude,
bro,
he retweeted.
what are you on?
He retweeted porn yesterday, thinking it was real. Did you see this?
The
he
retweeted
the video,
and
I'm like, dude.
But that's the thing is like we had this guy Ben Shapiro, which obviously he was spouting some nonsense too, but he actually seemed like level headed, and it was almost like this guy kind of knows what he's talking about. And now we got these fucking like
he's not
apes.
I'll tell you what happened, bro. He's not right wing enough for the far right, bro. Because first of all, he's Jewish, which was like a huge thing, bro. It's so crazy to me. Like, there's some people that are on the far right where it's like you could say everything they want you to say. Like, bro, Kanye, for instance, okay? When Kanye was literally like, I love Hitler, fuck Jewish people, which first of all, bro, have you never seen a Jewish woman before? You're so dumb. What are you doing fucking saying no Jewish people?
And talk about a closeted gay man in the rap scene. I mean, by the way, he has been that's so
literally
much
been a
smoke.
rumor.
Dude, since like 2006, he's been photographed with like supposed boyfriends over the years.
But here's the thing. I think his I have a hunch, and I'm calling this now in 10 years when I'm proven to be true. Come back to this episode. He's one of those guys where I don't think he's actually gay. I just think he does like trans chicks. And I think people close to him who aren't into that just say that it's gay.
Well, he might not be gay. He just probably likes dick. But like all straight guys like dick. So it's,
they're the easiest, dude. I know how to use mine. I'm good with mine. But dude, even when Kanye was saying that shit, there were people on the far right who like, some of them were like, oh, bass, Nick Fuentes, Groiper, Kanye arc. And there were still a majority of them, though, who were like, dude, he's
his black shaft with his
fucking... No, but there were people who were anti it because he was black. And it's like, dude, he's a celebrity saying exactly what you want him to say, pushing your entire point to the public, and you still don't like him just because he's black.
The Groiper movement has always been like, this is the problem, is that like Nick Fuentes is either a homo or a closeted trans girl and is primarily concerned with whatever
I hope he transitions, dude, because I am clapping that ass, bro, just to say that I did, dude. I am clapping those cheeks.
He's so bad with political strategy because like you see this all the time too. People say this about Ben Shapiro as well. They say this about Jordan Peterson because Jordan Peterson advocates for individuality as like a core principle, which Nazis hate because of course they're like, they're fascists, they're service to the state or to the race.
Fascists or fat shits?
They're often both if you see them at the rallies. And you see like they don't have a very good understanding of this process of consolidation and expansion. You need people like Ben Shapiro to be that, well, very logically, I have issues with your proposition, the suggestion that a person could be a woman when they clearly possess XY chromosomes. But like the problem with Ben is that back before Trump became the prospective nominee in the 2016 primaries for presidency, Ben was calling out Trump's fan base for being anti-Semitic.
I remember that.
Yeah. And like, of course, he shut the fuck up once Trump became the main guy because at the end of the day, he's still like a right wing. Like,
he needs money.
But I do think that in his heart of hearts, Ben Shapiro does kind of understand where things are going, and he is a Jew. And he is less radical than a lot of his.
I don't like him either, but there's no need to call him that.
And did you see him beefing on Twitter with Candace Owens? When
didn't, but did you see he recently hired someone who looks exactly like his sister? And this is my whole point.
Oh God!
I really think the whole guy's problem just comes down to the fact he wants to fuck Abby, like we all do. But let me just interject that, and then
crazy.
Whatever you were saying.
I saw the lady. Yes.
Candace Owens beef.
Oh, thank you. It was with the Kanye stuff where Ben publicly criticized Candace Owens for being like way more lenient towards Kanye when Kanye was starting to do the like hardcore Blitler shit, and they actually like
Blitler, I like that,
publicly argued on Twitter, which is really uncommon. The right wing, like these people are professionals, it is not common to just see them beef like YouTubers in public, but they did. And I think it's because like Candace Owens, who's literally defended Hitler before, I think she's also thinking like, well, Ben's a Jew. Recently with the Steven Crowder versus Daily Wire thing, where Tim Pool and Steven Crowder tried to make it seem as though Daily Wire was doing this like unfair dictatorial $50 million contract for Steven Crowder. Steven Crowder, while talking about the way Tim Pool's business is run with Tim Pool, randomly said, and it's not controlled by a Jew. he played it off like a joke, but like randomly with no sense in the conversation in a way that even clearly made Tim uncomfortable. He randomly said, like, yeah, you run your company that way. Plus, you're not a Jew. And like this confirmed my feeling that a lot of the Daily Wire versus Steven Crowder beef was also like, oh yeah, Daily Wire, they're money grubbing, Ben Shapiro, that whole thing. And it's like, fuck, we're going back. It's all happening again, isn't it? All of these right-wing commentators are turning on Ben, and it's all coded Jewish.
To be fair, though,
but is that a good thing though? Because does that mean that they're just kind of like, is it just going to dissolve? Like,
I think it's actually bad strategy for them, because I think they're consolidating too quickly. There have been like polls lately on the popularity of some of DeSantis's policies and the behavior of the GOP lately, and I don't think it's as much as they need it to be. I think this stuff, it's like what Nick Fuentes does, right? Or with like Kanye West, like, well, he can't be based, he's black. And it's like, you fucking idiot. Like, it's fucking Kanye West. Take the PR rep while you can.
Take the W. Literally take the W. How much is this, though? I'm curious, both your opinions. How much of this is an actual event that's going on, and how much of it is literally just part of the pendulum swing? Because correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember when the left was prominent, like right before Trump took office, there was so much infighting, which is why I think the Trump stuff came to be. And now I think the only reason, the right's kind of been in power and it's been like hip and cool. And now they're hitting that peak that the left hit where it's like, you're not right enough, you're not this, you're Jewish, you're black, and it's kind of I don't think it's going to fracture in the sense of like die forever. I just think it's going to let the left take over, and then the same thing's going to happen there. It's just cycles. Is that crazy, or is that, what do you think?
I think it's fair to an extent. It's just a matter of how the dialectics play out, right? Usually when the left crumbles, it's due to like internal contradictions with regards to strategy about how to move forward. But with the right now, the problem is that they're kind of racing to the bottom, but there is a bottom, right? Like, it's hard to get more reactionary than the Nazis. I guess maybe you could find some edge case examples, but for the most part, there is a limit to how far you can push.
Yeah, like, I don't even know. Like, I'm thinking like Westboro Baptist Church.
Yeah,
like
you can
like, those were good times, bro. Those were simple.
I know.
And the problem is, like, the right for the past while has effectively leveraged its electoral strategy on being the more openly reactionary side. Like Trump says it how it is. The idea of him like bucking the status quo, the limiting institutions, and all of this is like anti-Semite coded, kind of, depending on who you're listening to.
Well,
but there's a limit to how far you can go, and eventually you get a guy who's saying things the loudest and the most clearly. And we had Kanye West getting like repped by the GOP, and he's literally just saying kill Jewish people. So like there is a limit, and past that point, like, do you rock back? And the GOP is like, actually, we're okay with trans rights now. I don't know. I feel like eventually you crash up against a wall rather than just falling apart.
This could be just proof I'm dumb, but to me, the whole Trump thing, I voted for him in 2016.
Based.
Based. But the whole thing to me was never about like, oh, he's dog whistling. Like, I do hate Jews. It was this idea of like, and you kind of mentioned it, but like, he's willing to kind of say stuff to political people who generally are like smelling their own farts and like don't say what they mean. Like, I can explain it best with who's that fat fuck who sucks, but he made a good documentary, Bowling for Columbine.
Michael Moore.
Yeah. Michael Moore made a speech, and right before Trump won, and he was like, please do not vote for Trump. I know that it feels like you're lobbing a grenade into DC and being like, fuck you, but don't do it. But that idea of like lobbing a grenade into politics and being like, fuck all of you fucking idiots who are running everything. Like, that's what made me be like, yo, let's fucking go Trump, baby. Let's fucking go.
I know, but there's people that now, because I think a ton of people felt that way. My grandparents voted Trump in 2016, and they didn't vote for him the second time around. But that's also
I didn't vote for him the second time around either.
But it's like the second time around, it's just like now all of a sudden, it's like, I think they wanted it to be like, yeah, he's like the wrecking ball that's going to shake things up. But what it actually just did was like, now you look around you and you're just surrounded by freaks. Like the MAGA country people is like some of the most disturbing, like, I don't know.
And a lot of them
just...
are like hardcore Christian evangelicals who are some of the most authoritarian people in the country. Like in terms of like lobbing a grenade in DC, like the grenade had like evangelism painted all over it, right? Because Trump obviously doesn't go to church. Marjorie Taylor Greene, though, you know, like Lauren Boebert, who's going to be a 36-year-old grandma in 9 months. You know,
how does that?
But dude, I fucking hate Marjorie Taylor Greene so much, bro. Dude, wasn't she? She's like such a big Christian, and then it's like she was literally going to yoga class and getting her asshole fucking reamed out by her trainer.
But it's always like that, though. Like
that shit is. Like that. I just want to strangle someone, dude. Listen though,
fucking Hitler was probably gay as shit, you know.
Definitely. He did have a very cool
little mustache. Yeah.
Yo, we got to get into this in the second one. We're down to 1:40. It's probably not enough time.
You know, I have a Zoom subscription.
We're doing it, proletariat. We're doing it, proletariat. Fuck you, bro. Look at you trying to tease us with your money. You're too much of a sugar daddy, bro. Dude, one day I was texting Vaush.
Not Marjorie. I had to talk with fucking Marianne Williamson. I wasn't going to crash that
jealous,
Zoom
dude.
call.
Yeah, that's funny.
Dude, Daphne hit me up and was like, Vaush, talk to Marianne. Vaush, talk to Marianne. She was like freaking out. But,
it was a good talk. I like her. She's cool.
She's crazy, bro. Anytime I see a picture of a really cool bird, I'm like, she would love this. Because like, dude, she always tweets like crazy bird pics. But
yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Anyway,
that's
to set the mood for the next talk. When you guys, I suffer from this too. I'll say right wing when I really mean far right. I think most right wing people, like I think of like my parents or maybe Harris. You're talking about your grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
These people are right wing, but I know for a fact if a fucking trans black person was on the street dying, they'd give them their shirt off the back and fucking take them to the fucking hospital. You know what I mean? I think that most, maybe not most, but I do think most. I think most right wing people are like that. They're kind of just salt of the earth, and you know, they're just seeing weird shit on TV that makes them feel certain ways. Like, dude, if you ask my parents, they'd be convinced we were transitioning 2-year-olds. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, anyway, I'm gonna go rail a Siggy. I'm fooked. The Patreon probably hates me now because I'm talking too much, but we'll be back, boys. We'll be back. Vaush, you got a joke for us?
What? No, wait. I can hear one of my cats screaming. The joke is that they have no respect for my time.
We're back. And you know what? Actually, Vaush, I forgot. And we brought him up, and I didn't even mention this. But since the last time we've had you on, you've been blocked by Jordan Peterson on Twitter.
Oh, right.
That was funny.
Yeah, fucking sucks,
dude. I loved your responses to him when you were always like, "Mr. Peterson, sir."
yeah, I had so much.
I don't think you read this correctly.
It's because he is like mentally ill. He's like senile. He actually is. He's
not mentally ill. He's just a man who is dealing with his daughter being fucked in the ass by Andrew Tate. I would act the exact same way, bro.
Well, that is a mental. That's in the DSM. Like that is a mental illness.
Dude, he was. I don't think they're still dating, but bro, fucking, she posted some video because they were at a Brazilian steakhouse about like how much she enjoyed the meat, and Andrew commented like, "Oh, I know my baby enjoys big meat in her mouth," or something like that. Dude, can you imagine just having to be an intellectual Jordan Peterson and reading that? I would literally be railing benzos harder than he was.
Especially because, as we all know, like JP has probably been wanting to fuck his daughter for a long time. So,
dude,
she's not fucking bad looking, bro.
I had her on the stream a while ago, or no, I was on her.
You interviewed her? Oh, you were on hers?
Yeah, we were.
Was she a huge jerk to you? I feel like she would probably be mean to you.
Nah, she was super nice actually.
Really?
It was we were talking about critical race theory. She was asking questions of me and James Lindsay, but it was separate. We weren't together because James Lindsay apparently wouldn't be on a call with me. So
bro,
she was pulling answers from him and me and splicing them because he's a fucking cuck and a fucking bitch boy is why. Okay, this guy. Do
you have something on him?
Pussy. James Lindsay, just that he's a freak. If you look at his like Twitter shit, he's like, I don't want to overuse these terms and like rob them of their meaning, but I genuinely do think that he's unwell. I think a lot of them are, but he's more obviously unwell than a lot of other people. I mean, have you seen how he tweets? It's
I don't
psychotic.
Know it's the guy who has like he has like a huge Oh, wait a minute. Is this the guy who was friends with that chick who was a pedophile?
Yes, she was part of the pedophile sex.
Oh, I do remember that. Okay.
He tweets like 400 times a day. They're incomprehensible. And he gets actually mad.
How old is he?
He's probably not that much older than me.
He looks like a mix between 30 and 50, and I'm kind of just like thrown off. Yeah, I've seen this guy. Yeah,
Weird energy.
The profile picture is powerful though. The man spread, just fucking letting it all hang out, baby.
I respect the man spreading, but I gotta wonder about the psyche of a person who would be proud of it unironically, because he's not going like, hey, yeah, like in his mind he probably thinks that's actually like something powerful, in a non-ironic sense.
Well,
if you laughed, he would ask you why you're laughing.
You and him probably have different definitions of the term man spread. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably.
So
well,
you would probably differ there.
Like all conservative pundits, he probably is in the closet. So actually, no, I fully believe he's straight. I would give that to him.
There you go.
There's no way
all people who hate gay people are gay. Come on, Vaush. No.
It's been known to happen.
It's fun. It's one of those things where even when I was on like in the far right corners chilling, it was like people on that side hated that, and they always said that like, oh yeah, just because I hate gays, I'm gay. And then it literally like 3 days later, you'd find out they were like really big into like twink
jerking it to showed up porn.
Yeah, just crazy. Yeah, and it's like,
brother, it's seriously a tale as old as time. Like it's just like every fucking time. It's
not a hardcore. I know. I'm sure there's dudes watching who are Vaush fans who just hate gay people because they're gay. No Cold Cuts fans would feel that way, but I'm sure there's people like that. But there does seem to be a large number who do like peen.
I mean, a lot of our sexual interests, even our like from fetishes, kinks, paraphilias, and our actual sexualities, they're pretty heavily socially determined, right? Like we all know that it's like, oh wow, you're into like leather mommy dommy shit. Okay, well, what's your childhood trauma, right? Like everyone jokes about this, but I think when it comes to a lot of the gay stuff, it's really just because they think about it so much. The more you think about that shit, I think it like really fucking orients around your thoughts, and then it's like, oh, it's so disgusting, it's so degenerate. How taboo is that? And then like the more they think about that, the more they in their own minds, like it becomes like this paraphilia that develops, and it becomes like so powerful that it's like, oh god, I have to, because like this shit happens all the time.
Vaush essentially is saying you're not born gay. It becomes that way once you think they're degenerate enough. You become gay.
I legitimately do think that it is way more socially conditioned than we think it is. There's plenty of like anthropological.
That's kind of a hot take.
That's kind of a hot take.
Well, I'll take it. There's a lot of anthropological research to suggest that
what's going on in society today that's making you gay.
Well, I don't think there's anything.
That's what you said, right? Or am I
specifically or like broadly?
It's like me.
Well, didn't you just say society makes you gay? Am I crazy?
Well, I think society makes you straight. Yeah, I think that a lot of it is just like up to the social conditions.
I would disagree, dude. Bro. I feel like this is Phoenix right now. We're about to have a duel, bro. What I think
good luck, Eris.
I think it's how you're born, bro.
Well, I had a different interpretation of what Vaush said, but I think
I'm just drunk, yeah.
No, I think there is something in between that's probably accurate. I mean, any and this is the story I've heard at least from my gay friends. If I like the first few times
you
that
have
I
gay
had
friends?
Yeah, I do. When I had like a close friend come out to me for the first time, I asked him like, "Oh, when did you know?" And he's like, "Bro, I do not remember a time that I didn't know." You know what I mean? I'm sure it's not like that for everybody, but I have heard that a lot. I think it's like most gay guys who come out have known their whole lives. But
dude, Vaush, maybe you
that
are
probably
far right, bro.
Still indicates that it's like an early thing, early childhood development.
I assume you're because all the gay people I've talked to, it's like, I've been wanting to suck cock since I came out of the womb, baby.
The day I was born, my first thought.
Did you mean? I think because you were more talking about, say, like a James Lindsay guy force femming himself in his head. Are you talking more like fetishes? Because I do think fetish stuff comes from like societal shit, but I think you're either born gay or straight, baby.
Okay. You know how, at least like numbers wise, most chicks are straight, but way more chicks have admitted to fooling around with other chicks than guys will admit to having.
No, dude, all the chicks at my lefty college were bi. They all swore to be
why
bi.
Are there more bi women than men?
I agree with you. None of the bi women at my college ever hooked up with a woman It was just men.
Okay, pick a fucking narrative.
Yeah.
I think
I thought you picked up on. I was being subtle.
I think it's more socially acceptable to be into chicks than it is to guys, because women are considered kind of like the avatars of beauty to an extent, and that's like a very long-standing cultural thing. And
Filipino women, especially.
Oh, well, yeah, of course, the ancient like hermaphrodite priestesses or whatever. But I think that like a lot.
Are you saying Filipinos are hermaphrodites?
Wait,
presumably
what?
Some of them. Okay, shut the fuck up and let me finish the point.
I'm sorry, I'm too fooped. All right, continue.
I think people have like sexual preferences that are locked in probably like pretty early, maybe even before they're born, because of hormone washes that affect a couple of things that like regards to how they like being treated and perception wise. A lot of stuff is genetic, but I think that like what we're into extends way beyond that. Like in reality, people, even relatively like vanilla straight people, they're not just into like it's a guy, they're not just into a woman, right? Like there's a lot of other shit. Like they can look at a piece of driftwood that looks like kind of curvy and be like, oh shit, man, boobas.
That's happened to me.
Like, yeah,
that's happened to me.
Yeah, it's been known to happen, right? So sexuality, it's like you might have a couple of hard locked in positions to begin with, but a lot of stuff grows on that. And I think a lot of the stuff that grows on most people is a kind of hardwired disgust towards like male on male sexuality, because it's considered gross and socially it's like super maligned. But I think that's a kind of grooming itself, because in the absence of that social influence, I think a lot of people would have the same kind of casual attitude towards guys fucking around that we do with girls, where it's like, girls can casually make out at a bar or during a sleepover, and it's like, okay, they're not lesbians, they're just kind of having fun, it's not a big deal. But with guys, obviously that doesn't happen as much. So I think the leeway, the frills at the edges of our sexualities, I think those are really socially up in the air.
Okay, I concur.
I can do that.
But that can be a lot, right? Like that can end up encompassing a ton of stuff, and potentially.
You know that picture of like, it's like that that meme that's like straight girls at a sleepover, and it's like these two like porn stars making out, and it's like lesbians like hanging out, and it's like the Sopranos all like rolling dice and hanging out. Yeah. I love that shit. It's so good. Yeah, based. But
dude, I remember. Sorry, Harris, as I trample over you for the 100th time.
Go.
We were at a party in college, and we were all smashed, dude. We lived off campus, so like we could do whatever we wanted. And there were these two hot ass chicks. We were sophomores and they were freshmen, but we were like, we just like kept drinking and being like, yeah, it would be so hot if you guys like made out or whatever. Like just kept saying shit like that. So they eventually made out, and these other girls who were there, one of them had a crush on the guy who was also like, yeah, you guys should make out. But they made out, and then the other chick that was there just started crying and was like, this is such... Because she was like, this is men forcing women to do things for their enjoyment. And it was like, bro, we didn't force anyone. Like, we didn't force anyone to make out or whatever. They did it themselves. But it was so funny. She clearly was just more upset that the guy she was crushing on was watching like two hot chicks make out. Vaush, you're getting good at this, bro. Did you just fight a boss, or what just happened?
What? No, I just had to respond to a text. Oh God.
Oh, bro. All right.
The scrutinization. Oh, don't you even fucking start. Okay. You with your with the breaks between the Zoom calls. You're doing fucking 70 like interlude things.
I need my cigs.
Patiently with a big smile on my face, waiting for my friends to come back.
That's
okay?
true. That's right. Sweet man.
That's right.
Bro, I will say though, dude, this is gonna make Vaush hate me. Harris, you can have the Vaush friendship. I'm ruining it right now.
All right, what's up?
I heard a criticism of you, Vaush.
Oh no.
From Destiny.
Uh-oh.
I'm building suspense.
This is the first time.
Wait, are you talking about the Omni-liberal?
No, that's his friend on Twitter.
Oh, it's not.
Because I think Destiny was banned. That's his friend.
Several times.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes. But I do agree with it, and you know what? You cannot take this to heart, because you can also consider me just salty that when you were nearby, you didn't choose to visit me. But he was like, yeah, Vaush doesn't hang out enough with people. He secludes himself too much. You were expecting an actual very rude criticism from Destiny.
Oh, well,
it was a very friendly, and like, it was like, this is why I think you guys can be friends, bro. It was. Wait,
like where did you hear this?
I don't know. Sometimes his shit pops up on my shit, and I'll watch it. It's from like old streams. It was a recent one though.
That shit gets clipped pretty often, especially stuff pertaining to his criticisms of me. So it doesn't surprise me.
But
that
it
much.
wasn't like
that feels
dick.
like a familiar. That seems like he would have to be familiar with you, or you guys would have to have a close enough relationship.
Although you know what, I don't know how close you guys are, because Vaush, you broke my heart when you told me that photo was edited. The one of you,
we were still next to each other.
One,
but dude, the way it's edited is like Destiny has his like little head on your chest, and I literally was like, "Yo, it's like me and Harris. These guys are boys, bro." You know what I mean? Finding out that was edited, I was like, like, dude, it killed me, dog.
It's I mean, look, okay, reality is what we make it at this point. Enough people have seen the edited picture. That's probably one day I will not remember that picture was edited. Somebody will show me the picture and I'll go, oh yeah. And at that point, like the last grain of sand will tick down and that will be reality.
No, I'm gonna predict a different future. You and Destiny will rebuild the friendship and you will take that picture.
Recreate the photo.
Take that picture, bro.
Vaush and Destiny friendship arc.
I'll spare you the lost income and say I won't take your odds on that.
Would you do people watching, we don't do this live, so people in the comments, would you love to see a Cold Cuts episode with Vaush and Destiny talking? Would you be willing to do that?
Keep in mind their opinions on this have no bearing whatsoever on whether I'd agree to.
For sure, of course not. But
no, feel free then. That's valuable sociological data.
But no, I'm asking you, would you be willing to do that?
Oh no, I think he's insufferable. It probably would be incredibly funny though. No, it'd be good content. But so what you're talking about right now, fundamentally,
forget the content.
You're actually making the same criticism of me that Destiny did, and it's a correct one. And it's one of the reasons.
This is a completely different criticism.
No, it's fundamentally the same one, and it's that I am a bad businessman. If I don't want to talk to somebody, I just
That's not what he. I didn't. I read the criticism that you needed more friends.
No.
Wait, let me do my side eye thing.
He's very good at networking. It's a skill he has that I don't. Listen.
He's not good at networking, bro. He talked about his networking plan the other day, and I was blown away because I'm glad you don't do this. He was like, I only make friends and communicate with people and bring them on stream, because I think he was explaining the Mr. Girl thing, like his friendship with Mr. Girl.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to make friends and bring people on stream who he thinks are going to self-combust soon and who lead like weird lives. That's not good networking.
Maybe that's why he wants me on. Maybe he knows something that I don't.
Well, am I missing something though? What is because you talk to people that you find insufferable on stream all the time. You've almost built a career out of it. So why not Destiny?
Well, the actual problem is more of a back end thing. You both know this, but I'll just say anyway in case people are watching who don't. The difficulty with networking as an online content creator is that there's a lot of front end and back end stuff, and the two actually very often don't meet. On the front end, obviously, you want content that's engaging because you want people to watch your channel, blah, blah, blah. But on the back end, like, there's a lot of stuff that goes on that you can only get through connections that you make. And those connections are usually just kind of quiet back end things, but they require a lot of time and upkeep. Like, you need to be friendly with people in the back end. You need to be, like, willing to do outreach. You need to be willing to, like, engage with people. The problem that I have is that, like, almost everyone in this industry is fucking insufferable, and I hate them. So I have no interest whatsoever in maintaining any kind of, like... What you see is what you get with me. A lot of people publicly despise me, and that isn't like an authentic representation of my social state online. I don't talk to people. I end stream. I do my emails. I play video games. I eat food. I don't do any crazy shit in the background because I don't care for these people. So it is unfortunately bad for business. You do want those connections.
Let me interject, okay? Harris, I think you'll back me up here, and if I say anything you don't agree with, please let me know.
Okay.
When you're talking about interacting with people and talking to people, you described it as networking. To me and Harris, I think it's kind of like it's a friend thing. Not in this. I know it's like weird, like, yo, you can't make friends over the internet. You never met the guy. But like when we talk to people, it's not like let's talk business. How can we merge our channels? It's like we're talking.
No, you two are very authentic.
You know what I mean? But I think you would. What's the opposite of suffer? Improve?
I think there are a couple of opposites to that.
Well, I think you would Vaush, you're a smart fucking dude. That's what I was saying. I think you would benefit from looking at those connections less as networking and literally as like, would I be friends with this person?
True, but also worth pointing out, I do hate them. I don't like most people.
Dude, you're talking to me and Harris, who anytime we have a Patreon episode, we're like, yo, these 12 accounts on Twitter, if you guys can find their address and kill them, we'll send you a free sticker.
Yeah, sure.
Dude, there are so many content creators we fucking hate, dude. That's what I'm not talking about. If you want to interact with them for content, you don't have to be friends with them. But I'm talking about like actual, and this is why I actually think maybe you don't want to be with Destinies, because you guys did have a friendship.
I see. This is the roundabout we're getting to here.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I swear to God, I barely talked to the man for the entire like 10 years that we didn't.
Then why is it so hard to say I would love to come on Cold Cuts? I love Cold Cuts. I want to kiss Zach and Harris.
I do love,
and I will let Zach stay on my couch so he can have sex with that chick that you like. I guess no, that would be cucking. I can't allow that.
That would kind of be cucking. Also,
that would be cucking.
I haven't talked to her in a while too, so it would be more cucking.
Bro,
there you go.
I know you like her because she is a 10 out of 10 and very funny and very cool and has work boots.
But if I can't maintain a friendship with her, what do you think the likelihood is that I could with literally anyone else?
But I'm pushing you to leave the house and make friendships. That's my point.
I do
you need to work on that, brother.
The fact that
you didn't come see me.
Look,
Harris, what is if the fact that
motivated
Vaush was so close to me and didn't come see me, we could have literally had have you had Mango Lassie?
Harris, do you see this reasoning? It's motivated. You
can see it. No, it is.
I know
motivated.
Harris has had Mango Lassie.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I love Indian food. What can I say? But I mean, well, let me start off by saying I would fucking love if the three of us hung out like IRL one time. That would be so fucking
no,
nice.
Dude, I can't be seen with Cold Cuts.
No.
You're too cool. I can't be seen with Cold Cuts.
I think the worst part of us hanging out is that the photograph's going to happen and Zach and I are going to be a full foot and a half shorter
fuck
than
you,
Vaush.
Bro. You're like 6'1".
How tall are you both?
We're like 5'9".
I'm 5'10".
5'9" isn't short. Come on.
That's average.
Yo,
it's average.
I'm still pushing for it and I'm going to make it happen. I'm DMing Destiny. Everyone in the comments, DM Destiny. We're getting the Cold Cuts Vaush.
Go for it. It'll
Destiny
be far
friendship.
from the first time that he's made a protracted effort on those lines.
But when we do hang, if it's all three of us, can we both put our heads on your chest? Like
just nestle right in there.
Yes. Look, Harris, where do you live?
Let's fucking go.
I'm in Florida. right now.
What the fuck? Why are you in Florida?
I'm far away.
Bro,
man.
You're in fucking... Do people know where you live?
The state?
Yeah, Vaush.
I'm in Seattle.
Yeah, dude, Seattle's fucking cringe, bro. You got to be rich to live there. Because you gotta be fucking rich, dude.
Yeah.
Well, look, I'm
that's
here...
so crazy that you offered that me and Harris could move into Conier's room.
Could crash over there.
So fresh.
Well, the housing market here sucks.
This is what I was gonna say. Is that basically like I see both sides of it because I mean, first and foremost, I think it is fun to talk to new people and connect with other people, especially successful creators, just because it's like, bro. Like, what the fuck, man? I'm a creator. That's cringe. You're a creator. That's cringe. Let's be cringe. Though. Like, that's great.
Have you run into people who you thought would be cool that weren't? Because I have.
Well, I'm new to this, right? So, like, I mean, I haven't run into that. New, yes. I haven't run into that many people, and I'm still a little green about when I meet new people. But that being said, all three of us are the same age. We're all roughly 28, 29 years old.
I still can't believe I'm the oldest, bro.
We are at a point where it's like, it is harder for me to meet new people. I'm a bit set in my ways. I am getting a little bit older. My brain is hardening from, just, I don't know, progressive CTE.
You should download Grindr. That's the only way I can find new friends.
I think the point is that I do understand where Vaush is coming from, that like, even though like at the end of the day, I'm usually just done. Like I kind of want to be in my own little circle with like my brother, my close friends. You know what I mean? Like I understand that feeling too.
But would you agree? Because I understand that feeling all too well. That hinders you.
Oh yeah, no. I think Zach and I, YOLO and I, well, this is a little behind the scenes, have had a few business calls with people like recently where we get on there and YOLO is fucking carrying because he's very personable and
Bro, you're
like
killing me, dog.
I'm not. I can be kind of
that was such
a
huge
bit.
compliment, dude. Because we had like an important business call, and then I called Harris, and Harris was like, "Bro, I love you, bro." And I was
you're a power
bro,
team.
I love you.
It's
too,
true
dog.
though. We are a little bit of a yin yang because I can be
Bro,
honestly.
I'm bringing
like,
this up just because I'm drunk, but I literally brought this up in another episode. But when we chilled in college and made stuff together, I was like, dude, I'm gonna get so fucking. Me and this dude are gonna make so much shit that we like break into the industry, and it's gonna be fresh as hell. And then you disappeared, and I was like,
I did disappeared, but
I lost my other half, bro.
That's what I'm
now you're
saying.
back,
Where'd
baby.
You go?
I transferred.
He transferred.
I went to a different school, and
dude, literally, like it was literally like we were dating, bro. Because you were like, I can't tell him I'm leaving.
I know.
I can't tell him I'm leaving. I was a
lot younger, but I still do struggle sometimes with those social things. Like I get a little in my own head.
Dude, me too.
I get in my head,
bro.
And so I think that's why I resonate with the idea of Vaush being like, dude, if honestly, it's like
yelling?
This is a deep episode.
This is what I was gonna say though. If I was in his position,
Beetle
I would
and
totally.
YOLO.
What
for literally no reason. Great. Okay.
Wait, what? He was just screaming
Here's
for no
the thing,
reason.
though.
Sometimes they're bullying each other. I just had to make sure.
Okay.
Is this the new one?
No, the new one's. So the new one's actually been sick lately.
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh no.
Yeah, the tiny little one. He's actually resting right by my right foot right now, but I think he's on the up and up. So he'll be
super
okay.
bad or just
that's
like...
good.
I mean, he was shitting and vomiting everywhere, which for a kitten, it's probably not great. But he's also been willing to eat and drink. The main thing that they're gonna die is if they just stop drinking and eating because they kind of like accept it. But he's eating and drinking, so
the new one is cool with the others though.
Yeah, he loves them. He's super friendly.
Fresh. Anyway, I get everything Harris was saying, but to consolidate what you're saying is, even though we all feel that way, it's good to. It's like Neon Genesis Evangelion. You got to interact with people, or you're gonna blow up into goo. That's what it is, baby.
Interesting.
Well, the goo was them meeting people in the ultimate way.
No, they turned into Sunny D. They turned into.
Oh, you know what? Actually, this kind of actually, I forgot to ask about this, but Vaush, I know you're aware. I'm sure both of you guys have been seeing this on Twitter that apparently this Twitch stream awards or whatever, like streamer awards, were last night.
Yeah,
was that a thing? Have you ever attended one of those? Did you ever want to attend one of those? Or
no, I don't have any connection. Those are all Twitch people. It's actually really frustrating. I'm actually locked out of a ton of networking opportunities or friendship opportunities, if you will, because like I have no connections in the Twitch space. For some reason, I can't get my clips on LSF, even though like politics clips and YouTube clips are both separately allowed under certain circumstances. And I get like 8K viewers on YouTube, which would make me one of the largest streamers on Twitch too. But I guess it's just like a
bro. It's almost like you're destined instead to like make some other form of content with two other guys.
Yeah, just give up on the channel.
Where maybe it's like video games or something, but yeah, I don't know.
I wish I was a fucking video game Let's Player, man.
Well, listen, Vaush, would you be interested in possibly voicing a character in an animation that YOLO and
we got something fresh cooked up. I'd love to have you involved, baby.
Would you ever be interested?
I'm happy.
In that?
I'll be happy to do VA work.
We can even give you a little retard character if you're like, I don't want to be reoccurring.
Give me just a fucking idiot, so it's an accurate representation of my vocal range. No, I'm fine with either or. Actually, I like VA stuff. Yeah, just give me a little bit of prep time beforehand. I can get it done for you.
Yeah. I mean, we've kind of been. I've been talking about this on other episodes also, but we're kind of pivoting. It's our intention to pivot primarily into animation. I think we're of course going to keep the podcast going at the same rate, but I might even put my own comics
God damn it. 1 second,
on the back burner. It's all right.
Fucking cats, man.
Just bring the cat in,
bro. These poor cats. Yeah, what is that? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Dude, look at his chair. Looks like it got fucked up by a cat.
Yeah, it's been like that for a minute.
Dude, I don't even. You could give me $1 million. I could be making as much money as Vaush, but I don't think I could rock this lighting, bro.
I'm so sorry. I brought the menace with me, so he can't be mean anymore.
Bro, be real. How much does this lighting setup cost, and do you only use it while streaming?
I only use it while streaming, and the front-facing lights were about 200, and the back color lights were about 50.
Jesus Christ, dude, this guy is a fucking baller, dude. Have you shown us this cat before? I only saw the stinky chicken one.
We've seen this one.
No, I don't know if I've had him on.
Have we seen this one?
Look at this big guy.
He only had the hairless one. Remember?
Yeah, I've seen that one too. Oh, are those the two that are fighting? The hairless.
Dude, does he have a dingleberry, or is asshole just that pronounced?
His balls.
Is that his balls?
Regular asshole, and he doesn't have balls.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's his hole, bro.
That's his hole.
There we go. Look at this. Big boy.
Bro, dude. All right, we were trying to make $10 off this episode, but it's
never gonna happen now.
It's never gonna happen.
God.
Bro, I bought the shittiest vodka I could find. Is this good? New Amsterdam.
I'm pretty sure that's like box standard.
It
like
was
shitty
$9.
Jesus Christ, base.
Dude, there's this place in California that's super cheap, Super King.
Super
the meat
King?
there is terrible, but I guarantee you, Vaush, watch. He's way too rich and lived in way too nice an area to hear of it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of Super King?
Super King?
I knew it, dude, bro. It's all over LA, but it's only in like poor neighborhoods.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, to be fair, I don't leave my house.
Vaush is a rich proletariat man. He's not communism. Kill him.
You mean
Kill
bourgeois?
Him.
Bourgeois.
Whatever. Is that how you pronounce it?
Bourgeois technically is the adjective form.
I thought it was bourgeoisie.
Bourgeois, or you can say bourgeoisie. That's the proper noun. The bourgeoisie.
Interesting.
Bourgeois, I think.
Dude, someone has to do a joke about the bourgeoisie. And then like Connor comes on screen and shows us her hole. Is that going to happen? I think the Cold Cuts audience.
I think that would only be for a Patreon only one.
Yeah, Patreon episode.
All right, I'll allow it.
Where
appropriately portion the content.
Yo, Vaush, how are you feeling? You know what? I've noticed you're kind of energized and haven't been playing your game.
I've been playing the game the entire time.
Have you actually? Oh, you bitch!
Nice try.
Let me have the controller right there.
I'm killing you.
It keeps me. It's literally it's like a fidget spinner. You know? Do you guys never do that? Like you're listening to a podcast or something, and you.
I've been playing through the Superstar Saga, fucking Mario and Luigi games. Anytime I'm talking, I'm not right now though.
Well, then why are you giving me shit?
Because
you
could be right now talking to two friends, an Italian,
I am
Italian and a Jewish guy that's a good combo.
Dude,
and you're over here like, I'm gonna play video games.
No, the way I see it is that sometimes when you're hanging out with your boys, one of them's playing a video game while the other two are talking.
That's true. Here's the big question though.
I'm never
if not the
that.
Audience, all of you need to type the N-word at Vaush, right? I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
Don't do that. But
it's your channel, not mine. I'm
have it
offline.
in you for like a little bit longer because we have 6 minutes left.
I can go for a portion of the third.
Yes!
I can't believe how fast time flies with these.
I know, isn't it weird?
Dude,
like,
based. Dude,
I've been feeling like I can't believe how quickly this has been going.
Dude,
by,
last time we had you on and we got to the very end and I was like wasted just like now and I was like, yo, can we have you on longer? And you're like, yeah, for sure. And then 10 seconds pass and you're like, actually no, I have to go do something. And you dipped and I was like, bro, kill this man.
That like?
Kill this man.
I don't remember that. I think we've been recording for a long time.
I don't know, but I don't think we've done I don't think we've ever done a long Vaush episode.
Yes, we have, bro. Because there was one that we uploaded half of it to Patreon, like the second half. Like, dude, I'm pretty sure we recorded for like 4 hours the last time that we were on here.
Dude, look, okay, we have to adjust this to my standard, okay? I am not a social person, and this is literally the most that I do online of anyone with anyone.
Bro,
so
you're too cool for this,
nice.
but if you realized that it would be good for you to make friends, it would be good for you to make friends and text us back, even if I text eventually. You, only if I send the most beautiful food of porn you've ever seen. I have to shout the guy's profile out, bro. He makes the fucking hottest shit.
Look.
Oh, I know the artist.
I swear I'm not a furry. What's his handle? It's a W?
I found it. If I say too much, I don't want to out myself here.
Where's
not like this.
Where's Zoqui? I'm drunk enough to say it. They make dude, WHERESZOQI. Bro, you're gonna look at that shit and you're gonna text me back like a white guy like Vaush, like, gee willikers, this is the finest food of porn I've ever seen.
It's okay. Then help me with the social etiquette. What do I follow up on then? It's like, holy fuck, I'm busting one right now. Jesus Christ, Zach, I am literally flooding my fucking knickers.
You don't know how many times I've texted Harris or gotten on a call with him where I'm like, bro, I just came a fuck ton. Dude, like, that's how you get with boys, bro.
I know.
Dude,
this is like straight man culture, okay? This is
straight.
Very much straight man culture. You only bang chicks and twinks. You're a straight man, okay? Listen to me, bro.
I'm just barely not straight enough. Just marginally not straight enough to not have ever done what you're talking about.
It fucking counts, big man. It fucking counts, big man.
Dude, oh God.
Here's what you do, okay? As the honorary third mic of Cold Cuts, okay? The people are begging. You just got to come on more, okay? I'm sick of you.
Well, I was gonna say, for what it's worth,
to my text.
You do.
You never.
Dude, I don't look. I don't know what Yolo's even talking about. I think you're a great texter.
Harris will be like, yeah, Vaush responds right away. Me, text.
Okay,
text.
No.
Food porn.
Nah.
Oh my God.
Wait, no.
That is the hottest fox woman I've ever seen. I'd love to get in her foxhole.
Absolute
World War
bullshit. I respond to all texts in a wave.
Lies.
I am so antisocial that I file texts
anti-Semitic.
Emails,
anti-Semitic,
and DMs of like, here's social work I have to do. I run through all of it in a list, and then I take a deep breath and wait for the next time I have to do it. I'm equally bad to everyone. My fucking mom waits days for text back from me.
I have to send you increasingly more hung women pictures for you to respond to me.
It does not advance you to the front of the queue. I swear to God.
I think I asked this last time, but how much is that all connected to your stash?
Is that all connected to my?
What do you mean?
This shit right here.
Oh yeah. It's see. There's no break.
Shave the beard. My voice just cracked. You know what you could pull off so good, even though, damn, dude, that looks so fresh. Do you use wax ever or no?
No.
Dude, I'll send you some. You got to use a little wax, bro. It's gonna look crisp.
When was the last time that you've been clean shaven?
I'm sorry.
When was the last time that you've seen your face clean shaven?
About 7 years.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You're thin enough now. You used to be like me. You were too chunky, but bro, even though it looks so crisp, just shave this part and keep the mutton chops in the stash.
That's a crazy look.
You are literally gonna be batting away fucking hung women. You're gonna be like, get away from me. Stay away.
That's fresh.
As I currently am as well, apparently. Now if I ever get like fucking ripped, I might shave my beard for like a stream donation goal or something. I could probably make like an easy 10K off of that.
Bro, here's the deal. Sure. Harris and I move in. We sleep together.
Same big cartoon bed.
We just sleep all in your couch, me and Harris.
That'd be great.
I'll sleep in Connor's room. Don't worry. Harris, you sleep on the couch. But we train you, okay? Bro, I used to be shredded, okay? I was the swim captain. I was a baller.
Really?
We train you as like a friend thing. We don't even have to record it. But once you're juicy, and I've smashed Connor enough times, then we'll move out. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like a training arc.
Yeah, it's like the movie Rocky.
It's like Rocky.
Basically the Rocky. Yeah.
Dude, we have less than a minute left. How soon did it turn less than a minute?
About 30 seconds ago.
We have very little
Creed.
time.
I watched the movie Creed, and it was so cringe because they make Rocky have a training scene and a fighting scene, but he's fighting cancer. Spoiler alert, which is so.
What?
Dude, Rocky, if I'm gonna fight this big guy I can't beat, you have to also fight cancer. Oh yeah, you're right, Creed. I'll fight cancer. And there's a training montage of him going and getting chemo and getting cancer, and it is so fucking stupid. I hate it. I got it in before it ended.
Really?
I don't understand.
Logging online, trying to start shit. Total Twitch thought, wanna be trad bitch. Body weight split by my 2 tits, and I can't seem to shake the smell of cat shit. Character select, just hit randomize. Oblivion looking with the really wide eyes. Sell money, you know I'm getting plenty. I'm just a dumb bitch, call me Brittany Venti.